Greetings and salutations. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you in the world, in the universe, what it is, what's up. You're locked into Just Conversation with your boy, Big Frank. Do me a favor, make sure you like, subscribe, and share, get this message out. Today, we have a special guest with us, Willie A. Price. Okay. Young I'm a young man. I know you're older than me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge
That's
me.
okay. I'll take it.
I take it. And I think we
I'll
had
take
the privilege of meeting. Would it be about 3 years ago? I
Yeah,
believe
about
to
three.
to
About
the
3 years.
Iberio program.
Mhm.
You came in as a coach and those things. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and your background.
Okay.
It might be a long list, but y'all.
It's a long list, but I'll make it short.
Yeah.
My name is Willie A. Price. I go
Yes.
by Willie A. Price Speaks,
Yes.
and I use that because I am a speaker.
Yes.
So I do workshops and trainings, youth development programs, mentorship programs
Yes.
for young people in Niagara Falls and Buffalo and Rochester. But I also am the executive director of a nonprofit,
Yes.
a Better You Lifestyle. And the Better You Lifestyle is the physical, personal, and financial development for youth, families,
Yes.
and now seniors.
Oh wow.
And
Wow.
so we started that 2 years ago, and it has grown.
Oh,
It's
wow.
constantly grown to the point where we're constantly expanding
Oh,
and
sweet.
reaching out to different groups. Like I said, now seniors, we're working with the senior group. I also am the president of a company called Majati Enterprises.
Okay.
And Majati Enterprises is a property consulting, property real estate evaluation and consulting business. So a
Okay.
property inspection company
Okay. Okay.
where we work with different organizations, help them to rehab properties, and
Okay.
then we monitor that properties and
Oh,
make sure
wow.
the work is done the way it's supposed to be done.
Wow.
So we do a number of different things.
No doubt.
That's the short version.
Yes, I need to get with you because several things here. I was talking to my family about just being financially literate and just having a better understanding of the funds that's coming in and how to move properly. You know, sometimes we in survival mode. There's a point where we have to adjust and be like, hey, how can I be effective and efficient in handling things? We'll probably talk on another
We
scale.
definitely need to talk about that. I would love to do, maybe we could do something together. I've been trying to do something with financial literacy.
Okay.
Where we have a course that we teach called Financially You.
Okay.
And Financially You is all about showing people how to budget,
Yes.
how to reduce all their expenses, and then how to save. Because you
Okay.
tell people they need to save,
But it's like,
but they look at their expenses and they're like, well, I can't save.
Yeah,
I'm paying
yeah.
bills. So teaching them how to do that. And then once we teach them how to save money, we show them how to use that to either start a business, how to
Okay.
invest in
Valid.
stock market or buy real estate. So
Yeah.
it's a number of different things that we do that
Sweet.
come through our programs.
But so we'll be in conversation for real because
Definitely.
I know I text you and I was like, I need to get with you just on the level of mentorship and just because I think I'm blessed with things and I
Mhm.
thank God for that. But I think there's a place of being blessed with something, then maturing that to be well and executed. Even with public
Right.
speaking, though I'm a preacher and I get yelling and screaming, there are still skills and assets.
Exactly.
So we'll
You
get
can always
together.
practice and
No,
do
valid,
better.
valid.
Yeah.
So we will get together for sure
Sounds good.
and make some things happen.
Sounds good.
But one thing that I really admire about you, because when I first met you, I assumed that you were just based out of Buffalo alone. And I thought that you really had, okay, what's this guy doing there? He got this stuff going on. Wait a minute. It's a Niagara Falls, Niagara County, Western New York. It's really, it's
New York.
Western New York focused, but you include Niagara Falls.
Yes.
And I, just before we get into the things you got going on for Niagara Falls, I want to just give you your kudos for that.
Thank you.
Because when I did the IC Success program out of Buffalo, I seen the name Niagara in a lot of conversation and in titles, but I didn't see their presence
Right.
in the city of Niagara
Right.
Falls. And I was taken back by, hey, using our name, you're getting the grant for it, but I don't see you present. But you're not here.
Nowhere in Niagara Falls.
Valid. So, but
Yeah.
you have made it your determination,
Yes.
even with challenges or
Yes.
whatever it is, to be present here. And I just want to take a moment just to give you your flowers,
Thank you.
give you your credit for that.
Thank you.
So what we got something going on for the kids all summer long.
Yes.
Let's get into what you got going on.
Yes. Well, based on what you just said, I moved here in 2012.
Mhm.
And when I moved here in 2012, I started doing programs in the high school. And doing those programs, there was a young lady who used to always come to my program.
Mhm.
I was doing a mentorship program. And all of a sudden she stopped coming. Now I've been running track and field. I ran for UB, I ran in high school,
Oh wow.
all that kind of thing, broke records and everything. So I've been coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So I love track and field.
Oh, wow.
And so the young lady stopped coming to the program, and I said, "What happened to Michaela?" Her name was
Yeah.
Michaela. I said, "What happened to Michaela?" "Oh, she's on the track team." Track team. I had to go see her run,
Wow.
and I ended up going down to see her run, and noticed that kids weren't doing some things they need to do.
Yeah.
End up volunteering that day
Wow.
to be a track coach there. Okay,
Mhm.
volunteered,
Yeah.
and not thinking and not realizing that was going to turn into 4.5 years of volunteering.
Wow.
4.5
Wow.
years of volunteering at Niagara Falls High School.
Wow.
And as a result of that, I ended up starting a track program because I found that there was no summer track program
Yeah.
in Niagara Falls. So I was at the track. I always work out up at the track. And
Mhm.
the lady came to me one day, maintenance lady. She said, "You're the only person that uses this in the summer."
Wow.
And I went to Mr. Laurie from Niagara Falls High,
Mhm.
school.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And I talked to Mr. Laurie, and I told him I wanted to start a summer track program. And that's how we got started.
Oh, wow.
So we got started with a summer track program in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we started realizing, again, parents would come out, and I said, "Well, I want to do something with exercise and fitness." So we started the family fitness program right after the pandemic.
Okay.
Because parents were getting out, kids weren't
Right.
getting out,
Right.
kids
Right.
were, sitting around. And when the kids came out that first year in 2020, when they first came out, the parents would come and the kids were working out, and the parents
Yeah.
were just sitting there. I said, "Wait, we need to get the parents involved."
Valid.
So
Wow.
that's how the family, which is what we're talking about now, is a family fitness program.
Yes.
This is actually our 5th year for the family fitness program. And what we do is we invite the kids, their parents,
Yeah.
the whole community to come out. It's free
Yes.
every Saturday from 10 to 11 o'clock at Niagara Falls High School football stadium. You can walk on the track, you can jog.
Oh, wow.
We do exercise in the middle. When they first come out, we do exercise warm up.
Yes.
And then we have what is called playstations or free playstations.
Yes.
And what the free playstations is where we have hula hoops set up one area.
Oh, wow.
We have a turbo javelin where the kids can learn how to throw
Mhm.
javelin. We have balls where they can play soccer.
Oh, wow.
And then in the middle of the field, we're doing exercise. We have a ball that you roll, and it tells you what exercise.
Okay. Okay.
So
Oh, wow.
we're doing so many different things, and that's what this family fitness program is all about. Is just getting families healthy
Yes.
and exercising.
Is there a age group? Like, what's the
We said 4 and up.
4 and up?
But if you got a 3-year-old that can keep up, or a 2-year-old that can keep up,
because
I bring them all out.
Because I got one. I got
Bring
one.
'em out.
Yeah. So I think
We had as young as 3 years old.
Oh, well, yeah. So my daughters are 3. My son is 3. My daughters are 2, but they're turning 3. They're turning 3 in May, and then my son is turning. I think I lied. But if my wife is watching, please don't judge me. My daughters are turning 3 in June. My son is turning 4 in May.
Okay.
And but he's active and he's full. And I think that he'll really
And
enjoy
that's what
that.
we had a 3-year-old that came out. Her sister was actually on our track program.
Yeah.
And she was sitting in the stands crying with her mom, saying, "Mom, I want to play.
Yeah.
I want to run. I want to jump." And I said, "How old is she?" She said 3. I said, "Well, let her come out. She'll probably get tired and go sit down." 3 years later.
Wow.
3 years later, she's still on our track
Oh,
program.
wow.
But at 3 years old, we took her to a track meet. You're supposed to be 4 at
Yes.
5. You had to be 5. And on Tuesday nights, we took her to this track meet to let her run first track meet.
Yes. Yes.
Out there with a pamper on. Okay, 3 years old. You could tell she was 3, and the people came to me and said, "Coach Price, she's 3, isn't she?" I said, "Well, what's today?" And they said Tuesday. I said, "Well, on Tuesday she's 5." And she ended up taking 3rd place.
Oh, wow.
Against 5-year-olds.
Oh, that's wow.
And now she was 5 last year. She's now she wins every race she runs.
Got you. Wow.
From 50 up to the 400 meters.
Oh, wow. Wow. What an investment, time and energy. That's an amazing.
We love the fact that we have our young people coming out and learning just how to develop their skills. But what we do is we also work on self-confidence,
Yes.
self-esteem.
Yes.
Because while we're doing these things, you have a lot of kids saying, "Well, I can't skip. I can't run. I
Yeah.
can't." There's always something they say they can't do. And by showing them that you can do anything you set your mind to do, and what you're doing is just teaching them how to develop their skills. And then they can take that from the track into the classroom,
Absolutely.
into their life,
Absolutely.
into their homes. And it's been really working well for our young people.
And this is every Saturday for the month of May?
Every Saturday month of May, except for Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Memorial Day weekend, we're taking off, but every Saturday up until the last Saturday of May.
Okay.
And then our track program is actually starting a week early. So it's in the month of May. It's going to May 27th
Okay.
is our track and field program. And we're going to start that early because this year we want to take our younger kids to the Junior Olympics, and we have a track meet in Toronto.
Okay.
We do an international meet
wow.
every year, and we normally take our older kids. We have an elite club
Okay.
where we have kids who run for all the different high schools, and we take them to Toronto. We have meets in Ohio. We've been invited to the Bahamas to
Wow.
run. So, you know, we want to take our younger kids to Toronto and to the Junior Olympics.
Gotcha.
Give them that experience.
And is this Saturday, are these free?
These are all free.
All free. Okay, awesome.
Our family fitness is free. And when we talk about our track, I'm going to make a special announcement.
yes.
Our track program.
All right. So if you guys are free on Saturday, this is going to be this Saturday, 10 to 11. This is May 3rd, May 10th, May 17th, and May 31st. Make sure you guys come on, Christina. Good morning. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids. Come out. I just had a conversation with somebody at my church. I can talk about it. Who said it was like, man, my thigh's getting big. Well, let's get the kids. Let's go. And even if you have your church groups, you know, I just encourage you all, get your kids, get the youth. Hey, let's go out Saturday. It's an hour. Let's have a great time. Let's build confidence and really enjoy themselves. I'm going to really.
May 10th, though.
Yes.
Point out, May 10th is Senior Day.
Okay.
I do work with seniors now.
Yes.
In my programs. So on May 10th, we're inviting the seniors to also come out
sweet.
on that day. And I have a lady, her name is Meg. She works at Niagara University.
Okay.
She's going to come out and do yoga.
Oh, sweet.
On that day.
Oh, sweet.
So
That's
that
awesome.
way, if you're a senior, you want to come out and bring your grandkids and work out with your grandkids. But we're going to have some light yoga activities where it's not going to be that strenuous for you to come out and, again, just enjoy.
Yes.
If you want to walk around the track, whatever the things you want to do, we're going to be doing that on Saturday, May 10th.
Well, absolutely. And then this will be posted on my pages, Fire 716, Handley Holding Studios, and my personal page, Frank Handley. So you guys can be able to look at the schedule and really make yourself available and make it happen. You know, like I said, bring the kids out because my kids be in the house running around. I want to go outside. Oh, we got somewhere to go Saturday. We out. Okay. But you have an agenda for the youth. You have an agenda for the families and seniors. So I just all it's a well-rounded.
Exactly. That's why it's called a Better You lifestyle. Because we're working with the entire family.
Yes, absolutely, and we need it. And we need it because sometimes families can feel left out. That's just for the kids or just for us, but it's well-rounded. So we have this. Tell us more about the track and field. Now Now my wife used to run track.
My wife. Well, tell them we have a master's program.
Okay.
Some masters and masters program.
Okay,
too.
We gotta check it out.
So our track and field program, I am so proud. Like I said, we started that in 2017.
Yeah.
Based on this young lady who, didn't come to class, but we started this track and field program, and it has really grown.
Wow.
From 2017 to now. Last year, in our program, they were there in our program, had been trained through our program, or were a part of our program at one time. We've had 15 young people qualify for Section 6 sectionals.
Oh, wow.
Okay. 7 of those young people won Section 6 sectionals.
Wow.
Broke school records, went to the state meet, and did very well. Some graduated and went to college. One of our young men, he was Zion Cheatham.
Okay.
Zion Cheatham, who went to Lockport.
Okay.
Graduated the year before last. He came through our program, went to Toronto with us, competed, internationally represented the United States with us. And this year he's at Cortland. His 4x4 relay team won indoor 4x400 meter relay championship for NCAA.
Okay.
So that's the kind of kids we have. We
have
very good kids, but we have a track and field program that we really promote, helping young people, not just in Niagara County, but we have kids come from Buffalo and other places because there's no track program in Buffalo.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
there's no track and field program in Buffalo. It hasn't been one over 5 years.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised to hear that, but
yeah.
Wow.
So we get kids to come from Buffalo, but we started this program just to kind of get people interested in track and field.
Yes.
And it has grown to the point where we're being invited to different places to run different. We've, like I said, been invited to Bahamas. We're invited every year to Canada, Ohio, different locations. But this year we were a little upset because we missed our sponsorship.
Okay.
We had lost out on the sponsorship, a grant that we normally get through our nonprofit to do the program.
Yes.
So for the first time since 2017, we had to set a fee, and we're going to charge our young people It was normally free for our young people,
Yeah.
4 to 13.
Oh, wow.
It was normally free, and we were going to charge $50 this year.
Mm-hmm.
But based on the blessings of God, who saw me saying, Lord, I know some people can't afford $50.
Right.
We got a call yesterday.
Come on, yesterday.
2 corporate sponsors.
Let's go.
2 corporate sponsors. So what we're going to do, instead of charging $50, we're going to ask for a $50 donation.
Okay.
So that way it allows us to still be able to keep funds coming into the program. If you don't have $50, if you have $25, whatever you want,
valid.
If you don't have it and you can't afford it, or you got too many kids, then it's free.
It's free. Wow.
It's free. And we want to thank our sponsors. Now I want to give our shout out to our sponsors.
Absolutely.
I want to thank our sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't have been able to do this. And it's Cardamom Chiropractic, Platters, Chocolate.
Okay.
Factory,
Yeah.
This is good. Niagara Falls Redevelopment.
Come on, LLC.
Yes. I want to thank my friend, and he knows who he is. Who's at Niagara Falls?
Yes. Yeah.
And then Project Play of Western New York.
Okay.
They, like I said, these people contacted me, and they all gave donations and decided to sponsor our track and field program and the family fitness program.
Yes.
So that has allowed us to be able to go back to free for our young people.
Come on. Awesome.
Free for our young people. So I want to thank them. And then, of course, we have Majadi Enterprises, which is my company.
Yes.
And then Willie A Speaks and A Better You Lifestyle.
Let's
we
go.
all help fund this program, but it allows us to keep the programs free. Mm-hmm. And we really want to encourage people to bring their kids out. We can do up to, at the 4 to 13-year-old age group, we can do about 20, 25 kids.
Okay.
So get your applications in early. We're going to start taking applications around May the 17th.
Okay. How would they apply? Where would they go?
They can contact me at niagaratrack@gmail.com.
Okay.
niagaratrack@gmail.com, or you can reach me, preferably you email me, or you can either text me or call me at 716-316-7776.
Do me a favor, Caprice, my sister's watching. I'm gonna have them repeat that. Just write that in the chat for me, and then I'll make sure I post it properly. Just give us that the email. Yeah,
it's niagaratrack@gmail.com. That's niagaratrack@gmail.com. And then my number is 716-316-7776.
All right, Caprice, just write it down or text it to me, and I make sure that when we repost it, that the information is there for people to get easy access to it. And just click and go. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we have more things to discuss. We have more conversation. The man is on the move. I ain't gonna hold you. The man is on the move and got great things. Just a quick 2 commercials. We'll be right back. It's your boy Big Frank. You listen to Just Conversations. We'll be right back. Come on, Queens. It is time for Kingdom Fitness Women Empowerment. You don't want to miss this amazing fitness journey on May 3rd, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 28 Edison Street in Buffalo, New York. Queens, it's time to rise up. You can bring your weight. If you don't have weights, bring your canned goods. You can register at Eventbrite or visit the Cash App, $Queen Rise Up 1. That's Queen Rise Up 1. You don't want to miss this. Kingdom Fitness is happening May 3rd. Pre-register today for only $10.
What's up, y'all? I'm here to invite y'all to our 5th annual Community Day of Prayer right here in the city of Niagara Falls on Saturday, June 7th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's going to be at Gluck Park, located at 1550 Weston Avenue. We got free food, hot dogs, hamburgers, drinks. We are also having a food drive this year. We're going to switch it up a little bit and try to provide back to our community. So we are seeking donations to help with our food drive. So if you have any non-perishables that you want to donate, you can contact me at 716-255-3454, and we can make arrangements to get that in. I pray to see everyone out there. We're trying to get some basketball games going. It's going to be a good time. Come out and fellowship with our community.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Just Conversation with your boy Big Frank. I have the privilege of sitting with Willie A. Speaks, give you the whole experience. We just got finished talking about the ability to come out on Saturdays to Niagara Falls High School every Saturday between 10 and 11 o'clock. Bring your kids, come work out, have a good time. And we also just was informed of the track and field experience. If you want to get involved in that, there is you can reach out to him, you can contact him. and there's been a blessing, if I can just say it, how I feel to them that if you can give me the donation, let's do so. We got too many kids. Just reach out. Let's reach out and make it happen and do great things.
And I just want to throw something real quick in there. We also have our elite program, which is what I'm talking about with our older kids. We have a couple different prices for that, but it's $150 for our basic elite program. And that's to come out and learn how to develop your skills with high school kids. And we're going to be doing that. We want kids to come out and be a part of that. Last year, we didn't get a big turnout. We had a lot of little kids. But we want to get more of the older kids out who are looking to increase their times and jumps and qualify for more scholarships. And
oh, sweet. So when y'all be like, ain't nothing to do. Oh, it's some stuff to do. You got stuff for you to do. So as we said before, and we continue to say that you are truly well-rounded. So you have the youth, the young adults, but there's been a greater aggression is the word I'll use for the elderly. And I think you got aging in place. Tell us a little more about that and how that got started.
Oh, wow. Well, aging in place, I told you earlier that I'm the president of a company called Majority Enterprises. We do inspections and property management, monitoring for different organizations. And 2 years ago, we started monitoring, helping an agency that was rehabbing some homes in the city of Buffalo. And we were going out monitoring those homes and kept noticing that a lot of the homes were occupied by senior citizens. And if you look at most of your homeowners are senior citizens. And the homes, when they were remodeling the kitchens and bathrooms, they were putting in regular bathrooms, regular tubs, you know, everything was just a regular remodel. And we kept asking the question, why don't you put a grab bar in here? Why don't you put brighter lighting? You know, all the things would help benefit these seniors, a handheld shower head. And they said, well, we don't do that. And I kept saying, well, but they're a senior. You got an 82-year-old woman trying to step over into a bathtub. I said, it would be easier for her to have a curbless shower where she could just walk into it.
Valid.
And they didn't want to do it. So I was telling a friend of mine about it. And I was just kind of complaining. We went to breakfast. And she said, you need to take the CAPS program. And I said, CAPS? What is CAPS? She said, Certified Aging in Place Specialist.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I've never heard of it.
Right.
And so she told me about it. And I said, you know me, I'm the kind of person, you can say I do a lot of things. So I went and researched it. And I found that the National Association of Home Builders was teaching the course and offering the certification in it. So I took the course, and the lady, you know, they go around and say, well, why are you taking this class? And I said, I explained to her the situation. And she said, I want you to take another course called Universal Design Essentials. And I'm saying, okay, well, why am I taking this? And I'm thinking, okay, this lady just want me to spend some money. Right. And after when I was taking the CAPS program and got ready to take Universal Design, she said, you're going to have 73 million clients. And I said, what do you mean I'm going to have 73 million clients? She said, because there's going to be nobody doing what you do.
Wow.
And I said, what do you mean? She said, most of the people who take CAPS and mostly CAPS, not even Universal Design, are people who work in the nursing homes and in the rehab facilities. So when you get hurt, you go in there and they rehab you, and then they come out to your home to see what needs to be done for you to go back home.
Right.
What I'm doing is I'm doing preventive maintenance.
Wow.
Where we go in, we have a senior that's living in her home. She doesn't want to leave her home because her home's not set up right. We go in and we walk through the house with her, see what needs to be done.
Oh, wow.
And we set up, okay, we need grab bars here. We need lighting here. We need expanded doors. We need to reinforce her floor so it'll support her wheelchair. All the kind of things that are required or needed for that person to age in place. That's why it's called aging in place.
Wow.
So it allows them to age in place in their homes and take a little longer for them to end up having to go into a nursing home. Because then they're not having to trip and fall.
Oh, wow.
We're taking the carpets up and we're putting like no non-slip floors.
Gotcha.
Or the low pile carpets, not the fluffy carpets. Whereas as you get older, a lot of seniors, they drag their feet. So in that higher pile carpet, they drag their feet, kick it, and they fall. So taking that up, you know, doing all those things that is called preventive maintenance. And helping them to prepare their home. So that's how we got into what we call aging in place. And when I came back and I was doing this, and I got certified, and I'm all excited. I said, yes, I'm a CAPS. And people said, what is CAPS?
Right.
Exactly. And so when they kept asking me that, I said, I need to do awareness. So we started last year in December.
Wow.
We started Western New York Aging in Place Council.
Wow.
And the Western New York Aging in Place Council is just that. we work with any organization that's working with seniors,
Mhm.
providing information we started a newsletter. So we send out information every month, and we
Yes.
go out and we do presentations. I just spoke at a national conference in Amherst
Wow.
on aging, and I did a workshop called Making Your House Your Home, Preparing for Aging in Place.
Oh, wow.
And when I presented that workshop, AARP reached out to me,
Mhm.
and they said, would you present a proposal for that to us?
Wow.
And I sent that to AARP, and they're looking at giving us a grant
Come
to
on.
go around the country and present that workshop, helping seniors to age in place.
Yeah, but to give it with the right people, okay? No, valid. But this is awesome, because I think sometimes we don't consider it. Sometimes I think, and just to be honest, we're so busy on just survival and the bare minimum sometimes that we don't take in consideration what could be preventative, if you will.
Exactly.
So because I never would have thought to have somebody come out to my grandmother's house or my aunt's house, or hey, let's see what we can do just to make sure this is to be proactive.
Right.
We happen to be reactive. It takes she fell,
and
now it's rehab. So
but remember what I said to you earlier. I said the lady said you're gonna have 73 million clients. There's nobody doing what you do. So before me, you didn't have anybody.
Nobody. Yeah. Wow.
I am the only CAPS and universal design rehab specialist in the country.
What?
And she told me as I was taking those courses that's what I was going to be. I was going to be the only person. And when she said it, I was like, yeah, okay. She's just trying to get me to take courses. Yeah. But like I said, when I came out of there, nobody knew what CAPS was.
Nobody knew. Wow.
Nobody knew what it was. And we started doing these workshops. And like I said, we get calls every day to come and speak, to do workshops. I just did another conference 2 weeks ago, and I want to give a shout out to Monique. And my name just went blank that fast. But she's Rhonda Bivens' daughter.
Okay.
And Monique, she invited me. She's been very active with getting me involved in seniors here in Niagara Falls.
Awesome.
So I do a lot of things with Niagara Falls seniors, and it's been a blessing to me because helping these seniors start early, preparing their homes for aging in place. Because a lot of times, even with yourself, you say, you have people say, I want to buy a house and I want to retire and grow old. But when you're 30, 40 years old, you're not really buying a house that you can grow old in. Yeah. Because the man cave is in the basement. The bedrooms are on the second floor. And as a result of that, you can't age in place in that home. So that's where I come out and I say, okay, you're going to have to move that man cave up and put it in this back bedroom. Yeah. Or you're going to bring that bedroom that's upstairs and put it in the back bedroom. Wow. And showing them things they need to do to start preparing that home. So as they get older, they can do that. Universal design is where we go into the kitchens, the bathrooms, and instead of the faucet handles, with the knobs, we put levers. Or you go in the bathrooms, you put motion.
Wow.
You go into the bathroom, the light comes on, that motion light comes on. So all those kind of things are called universal design, which means anybody can use it. Wow. So that way, if you had your parents come to live with you, your house wouldn't look like a nursing home.
Got you. Say less.
So that's what the universal design is. And so when she said you're going to be the only CAPS and universal design rehab specialist in the country, she was not lying.
Mom, I don't know if you're watching. I'm sending them to your house. I'm not saying you old, but I'm saying we're just preparing for your future. No, but valid. My sister said she's always admired you from afar.
Thank you.
She's been watching as well.
I appreciate it.
And how would they get in contact with you? Somebody said, hey, I like this conversation. I would love to have I don't know, is it an assessment that you come in and do?
Yeah.
We
come out and we do a pre-evaluation.
Okay.
So we have a checklist that we go through them with, and then we go through the home and show them what needs to be done. There's a charge for that.
Yeah,
because again, this is all through helping us to do what we do. Western New York, aging in place @gmail.com.
Okay. It's okay. Hannah, just get your hands ready.
New York, aging in place. So it's WNY, aging in place @gmail.com. And then the same phone number, 716-316-7776.
Yes. So again, like I said, by the end of today, I look to have all this information on Fire 716 Radio's page, as well as Handley Holdings and my personal page, Frank Handley, so that you all can do this. Like I said, because I think that it's important as we look at our loved ones and we see them, and like we said, we desire to be proactive, to have people come out. She recently passed away. I happened to do her older lady. I did her birthday party, and she was just talking about how the family didn't necessarily come see her as much.
Mm.
But she had an incident
Was
where
she in a nursing home?
You know, she was in her own home.
In her home.
But they would just ride by, but not really stop by. But there was an incident where she kind of ended up in the hospital for a while. Now people started to come by. But I just thought about, you know, what would happen if families just take the time and the care to see, hey, what does grandma need? What does auntie and uncles need to make sure that they can live well?
Right.
One thing that I say, everybody may not be rich and wealthy, but we can live well. Exactly. And what can we do to make sure that, you know, our seniors are looked out for, you know, and I get it, being young, you got your own family, you got your own things that's happening, but you'll be a senior one day.
And think about it too. If you looked out for that family member, helped them to get their home together early, they won't have that trip and fall, or Absolutely. They may not have that accident, which means now you're forced to go and have to either have them live with you, put them into a nursing home, or forced to be in their home with them to take care of them. So that's what, you know, that's why this is so important. Aging in place is so important.
Yeah, and again, it's like you said it earlier, because when you're 30 and you're young, you're looking for the flyers, the deepest, where we at. You're not thinking about, I'm gonna be in this home for 30, 40 years. You're not thinking about that.
And I'm on the age, I want to stay in this home. I don't have turned 70 years old and have to buy a new home, which normally we can't afford.
Absolutely. So these components are necessary, and I appreciate your dedication.
Thank you.
I appreciate just what you're doing in this region overall. And I wanted to say region because I'm hear your conversation and realize that it is really expanding in and out of the country. And to be the number one man in the country, like there's nobody else doing this.
And right here in Niagara Falls.
Is valid. Now I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna be who I am because I'm a wise man. For anybody, and I'm not sure if this opportunity is even opening, but if one man has 73 billion clients, he can't do it all by himself.
Exactly.
So I would encourage you all to
a lot of opportunities out
to tap in and find out what you can do to get on this. I don't want to say this wave, to get on this commitment, this dedication, because I think that is something that's just needed and required. I'm not sure. Do you cover all the bases? I don't know. You guys.
I want to talk about something. Well, when I talked about, I said Better You Lifestyle. We do youth, families, and then we do seniors.
Yes.
We left out the family part.
Oh, let's talk about the family.
Left out the family part. We were blessed with a grant from the Garmin Family Foundation, and the Garmin Family Foundation gave us a grant because we do, like I say, youth development workshops. We do a boys mentorship program, and we kept getting asked, why don't you do something with parents who are raising single parents who are raising boys? Why don't you do something with them? And we kept trying to do it. We couldn't find funding for it. The Garmin Family Foundation gave us a grant where we're doing free workshops. We just did one at Niagara Falls Library. We're willing to do another one.
Okay.
So if we can get parents to come out, but it's called The Art of Parenting.
Okay.
And The Art of Parenting is a free workshop. As a matter of fact, Bridget Miles, who's running for city council,
yes.
She came out, and some of the guys from Snug, they came out to it and they participated. We did a free workshop. It was about 2 hours, and it basically covers the things that we do in our boys mentorship program: hygiene, nutrition, self-esteem, self-awareness, public speaking, all those kind of things that help young men to become successful. You know, and it's not that we're telling parents they don't know what they're doing, but it's just helping them develop some new skills so they can do more. Because a lot of times you have a single mother or a single grandparent who's raising their grandchildren or raising a child, and they don't know what to do or certain things with hygiene and nutrition. So we show them, and we have a book called A Mother's Love, which is a book I've written. I've written 19 books.
19 books. Let me get with my boy. I need to go ahead. Who am I? I'm Willie Speaks Jr. Okay, I'm out here. No, and I wrote a post on Facebook just yesterday, and I said that we beat them, but don't teach them, and then we want to give them pain for them not knowing. But I think that sometimes as parents, like we don't have it together all the time. We're trying to figure it out. But if there's a course or a class that can help me how to navigate better,
and that's why Garmin gave us that funding so we could do that. So we did one in Buffalo at the Doug McGrider Center. We just did one at the Niagara Falls Library. We want to do another one on the west side of Buffalo because I'm trying to do all aspects of Buffalo, or Western New York. We're going to do one on the west side of Buffalo, one in South Buffalo, and I would like to do another one here in Niagara Falls. So if you have a church or a school or organization that wants to host it for us, we come out, we do everything for free.
Oh, got you.
But if you want to provide the refreshments or you just want to host it and get the parents out, then we'll come out and do that workshop. And
I'm going to say that just because you brought the church up, I know how I do. I think that for the city of Niagara Falls specifically, even we have churches on every corner. But as I said, God wants us to live well. And the Bible says, train up a child the way he should go. But if we can get our parents the resources and the wisdom and the direction how to be efficient in training up a child, we then can have successful churches and communities as well. So it's not just a church thing. It's not just a Niagara Falls thing, but really what it is, you got to start there. So I think that our churches should reach out and connect just so that we can say, hey, as a pastor, I'm preaching Sunday morning. Yes, I got some resources, but we can't provide everything. But we have people who are skilled and trained and have done this. Bring your workshop to a Saturday academy. Bring a workshop to, hey, we having a youth Saturday, but we're gonna have a course for the parents at the same time. Let's collaborate in that way.
That would be great if all the churches got together and say we're going to bring 10 of our members from each church.
For sure.
40, 50, 60, 70 parents in the room. And we do raffles. Tops actually donated like gift cards. So I mean, we had so much going on, that day. And it's like I said, it's going to help parents and families to a better lifestyle.
Better lifestyle. And I think everything that you're doing is really a better lifestyle. And it clearly is in the name, but it's evident. It's evident. It's not just a good conversation, or I say it is a solution-based objective that you're doing, and I appreciate that. So like, it's not just, we're not doing this. Somebody could. The fact that you are actively doing it, again, I just give kudos to that. It's encouraging. It's inspiring. This was listen. I don't know. Y'all probably can't see these. It keeps going. Okay, got a lot. And just let us know how we can follow you, your handles, LinkedIn, Facebook, just so that they can follow all that you're doing, both here, Buffalo, Western New York, Toronto, California, Germany, all over the place. Okay, all over the place.
So again, I'm on several Facebook pages. We have Willie A. Price Speaks, which is my main page. We have Western New York, that's WNY Aging in Place Council, which is our Facebook for our aging. And then we have Niagara Track and Field Club, which is another Facebook. And that's also on Instagram. We're going to put West New York Aging Place on Instagram, but most seniors don't use it. So we don't worry about that. But Track and Field is on Instagram and on Facebook. Awesome. And Willie Price is on Instagram and Facebook.
Sweet.
And what else do we have? I think that's it. And Majority Enterprises, which is our inspection company, that's on Facebook as well.
Awesome.
And then, I'm sorry, I just thought about it. A Better Your Lifestyle is a website. We have a website and we have a Facebook page as well. But A Better Your Lifestyle, it has our Aging in Place, it has our track program, because that's all funded through our nonprofit. So if you go to abetteryourlifestyle.com, you will find us and you'll be able to follow us and get information about any events, any activities we have coming.
Awesome. Listen, thank you for rocking with me on this day. Great conversation, great dialogue. Listen, I encourage you all to make sure you guys tap in, share this video. This video is really for everybody. Make sure you guys share it and tap into it. Some of you might watch it later on tonight and tomorrow morning, but tap into it and really reach out and just be a part of. Thank you for rocking with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Valid, and I look forward to future conversations immediately because I got things I got to do. Okay. All right, y'all. It's been good. I holler at y'all. It's been your boy, Big Frank. Had the privilege of speaking to Willie A. Price Speaks on today, and it was a great conversation. I holler at y'all. I'll talk to y'all on tomorrow. We'll see what jumps off then. I holler at y'all. Peace. Have a good day.